And then we were just running boxes, trying to one-up each other, take 2 boxes at a time, then like double stairs at a time, running back down.
So we're going to talk about some of the setbacks we've had and some of the future problems that we're probably going to occur as well.
After that day, we were like, all right, you're a hustler, I'm a hustler. Cool.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Making Moves podcast. I'm Austin Hendrix, and our guest today is my operations manager and my business partner, Seth Girton. We're going to talk about how we got started, some of the setbacks we've had, and some of the future problems that are going to occur. Seth, great to have you on, brother.
It's always a pleasure.
So I wanted to talk about how we got started and some of the things that we went through when we were first getting U-Hauls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, how we switched from the company that we worked at, how we met, stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do you remember us meeting? I always tell the story when we're in conversation, so I want to hear your side of it.
How we met was that the old company that we were working with, it was always a different lead every day. It was 5 or 6 different leads when I first started, and then it was like, I always get a text the night before, hey, tomorrow you're working with so-and-so, meet them at blah, blah, blah address.
Yep.
And it was unloading a U-Haul, 26 foot, at an apartment upstairs.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he was like, you'll be with Austin. Here's his number. And I pull up. I'm in the 2001 drop-top Mustang. And I show up, text the number, hey, I'm here, I'm in a Mustang. And then I get a text back, oh, yeah, I'm in a Mustang, too. And then I'm like,
oh, I forgot I had that Mustang.
word, yeah, you were in that
gray GT.
08?
Yeah, it was like an 08 gray GT, yeah.
And then we, like, parked right next to each other in the Mustangs. And I was like, word, Mustang? Word.
My guy.
Yeah, and then we got started, opened the truck, and it was straight book boxes.
Yeah, dude. All those boxes were like so heavy. They were going upstairs.
Yeah.
It was like some like trashy apartment too.
It was he was either a teacher or a librarian or something, but his whole apartment was bookshelves and book boxes.
Yeah.
And I think one of the worst things you could have in a 26 foot is a loaded truck.
Especially a U-Haul too, in that mother's attic.
And
all that
going
stuff.
upstairs.
Yeah. It was a straight flight though, but there was like a walk in between the flight and the parking lot. He parked at the parking lot. There was like a grass area, sidewalk, grass area to the stairs too. Yeah. Crazy, dude.
And then we were just running boxes, trying to one up each other, take 2 boxes at a time, then like double stairs at a time, running back down, trying to one up each other. And then it was like,
we started talking about like weight loss and stuff like that. And we had both just lost like a ton of weight. Yeah. And that we started connecting on that and really just came super close after that too. Yeah.
After that day, we were like, all right, you're a hustler, I'm a hustler. Cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just started getting paired left and right.
Yep. Yeah. And I remember you were with Jesse quite a bit and back and forth with me and him. And that's how you kind of learned everything. And then once you became a lead, that's when like really started taking off. We would like double up on the big jobs and like do these big mansions and stuff like that. And
big jobs, double lead, big tips.
Yep. Oh yeah. Get the hundreds all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had those 2 jobs that was like back-to-back 250s.
Yeah. Because
we did that one for Pritchett.
Mm-hmm. That was the dumpster
St.
people,
Augustine.
right?
Yeah.
We had to like build all the furniture and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. We took her up to Palm Coast or something. Moved her and got the 250.
Right on the beach.
Day.
We jumped in the ocean too.
Yeah. That was nice. And she had that 3rd story that the master was on the top floor, surrounded by windows.
Yeah. She was cool too.
Yeah. But then the next day we had another job, just 2 of us, another 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were some crazy times, man. And we're definitely not there as a company yet, but I so like see that future, like I see it happening, dude. And like, obviously you and I aren't moving anymore, but it's, we both hop on the truck if we have to and like, get it done if we have to and show the other guys up,
Yeah. We still hop back in the truck when we got to.
Yeah. And then, so go back to Florida Moving Pros. When we first started, I started the company. You were ride or die with me all the way. Yeah. And we got the U-Hauls. We were doing small assisted living facilities. Yeah. We were like, damn, we could knock out like 2 or 3 of these a day. $900 a day. That's solid. We're doing good. Yeah. And I matched your pay. I think we were making the same. We still technically make the same, but yeah, we were starting to do a little bit more once we got into the bigger jobs. What was that realtor's name?
Robert Gonzalez.
Yeah. Shout out Robert Gonzalez.
Yeah. After we put like 3,000 jobs in the book by now.
Oh,
our invoice numbers are in the 3,000
for sure.
I still remember Robert Gonzalez.
Yeah, he hit us up not too long ago too, and like we did like another small job for him.
Yeah.
I think it was like last year or something. Yeah.
I think I was on it.
Yeah.
Because he had that. I'm like, as weird as it is, after all the jobs I've been through with the old company and this one, I can still picture like Robert Gonzalez's first house out in the Oaks.
Yeah.
And we showed
I remember
up in
that
the
picture of
U-Haul.
you like laying back on the truck too.
Yeah.
Like I took the picture of like our first Florida Moving Pros shirts had the Florida Moving Pros on the front instead of just the bear.
Yeah.
And that was like our first like real big job too. Like we were doing like assisted livings, labor, stuff like that. But like that was like
and it
the
was
first
like
real
2
one.
or 3 trips with like a 16-foot or a 20-foot.
Yeah. And we were both like, we should have got the 26.
Yeah. Got the small truck to save, and then we had multiple trips. But he was super cool.
Yeah, super nice dude.
And then he was like, "I'll push you guys. You guys did great.
Yeah.
You got my business."
Solid tip. And then came back a couple years later.
He's used us like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he personally used us last year, but then but he's used us like multiple times for his customers and stuff since then. I think he put us on to Nicole Garcia too, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're the same. Whatever. But so once we got the U-Hauls, we were doing those a bunch of days and stuff like that, and then we started to look at some trucks to get wrapped, and we got that NPR finally, Old Red.
Yeah, Old Red.
Got that wrapped, and
it was a problem truck at first.
problem truck.
That thing was just something with wheels.
The one trip that you know what I'm about to say. Boca Raton. You were like, Austin, let's get a U-Haul, dude. It's too far for this truck. And I was like, nah, dude, nah. It's our first truck. Like, we got to do it. We got to do it in the wrap truck. It's going to be legit.
4 hours south or some shit.
Yeah, we in Boca Raton.
Yeah.
And we got stuck on the side of the interstate on the turnpike for like 5 hours. We were asleep in the back of the truck. Trucks passing us. The whole thing's shaking.
On a bridge with no shoulder.
Yeah.
Fucking midnight.
We had a good spot too.
Yeah.
And then we got the truck started again. It was the fuel filter.
Yeah.
Or no, it was the
batteries.
The alternator. So the alternator kept killing the batteries. Yeah. And then Daniel Gray showed up, helped us out.
Brought 2 batteries.
Brought 2 new batteries at like midnight.
Yeah.
I changed them on the side of the interstate while you guys watched traffic.
Yeah.
Dude, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was insane. And then we hiked it back on 2 batteries. And as we pulled into Paddock Ridge, the truck died again.
Yeah.
Which Paddock Ridge, for those of you who don't know, Paddock Ridge was an assisted living.
Big shout out to Zach.
Big shout out to Zach Gray. Appreciate you, brother. And we parked the truck out front there and got a ton of business just from having the wrap truck there.
Yeah.
Had like a couple U-Hauls there at a time, couple Enterprises, Riders, stuff like that. And
right there on 42nd.
Yeah, right there on 42nd, Paddock Ridge at Vinny and Care.
Yeah.
Yep. And those new apartments, they're like 42nd Street apartments were getting built at that time. And like we were like, oh, that's going to be our money maker. We're never in there.
Yeah. I think we've been in there one time in the 3 years they've been built.
Yeah. And so once we got the truck wrapped, we did that Boca. I think that was like our first I say Gonzalez was our first one, but that was like our first one.
Moves like that, I'll go on my phone after we get home at 3, 4 in the morning from a crazy job like that, and I'll just write everything I happened that day. And I think I have a long list of stuff that happened on that Boca.
Remember when we were in Boca too, we broke down in the storage unit parking lot too. And then we had that tow truck guy come out and jump us. And we got to where we broke down again on the turnpike. And that's when all that shit started happening.
Yeah.
And
we were like, even if we call Road Ranger, they're going to jump us off.
Yeah. And he did come too.
Yeah.
The Road Ranger did come. He jumped us off again. And that's when we got into the worst spot where there's no shoulder.
15 minutes later, broke down again.
Yeah. And then 2 hours later, we were sleeping in the back of the truck. Daniel pulls up with his wife in the Cadillac with 2 batteries. They're with a set of tools. I think we had the tools on the truck already. I changed the batteries while you guys were watching traffic. Hopped back in. And just went after it, dude.
Yeah.
And
got home at an insane hour.
Oh, it was probably like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. It was probably so crazy.
One of those we just pulled off by the skin of our teeth.
Yep. And then next day, we changed the alternator, which
didn't even fix. Didn't even scratch the surface of that truck.
Yeah. And then the fuel filter ended up being the problem. It was like crazy dirty, and ended up changing that, got it all fixed up, and then like it's been a pretty reliable truck. We made a little bit of money off that truck, so it's been a good ride with that thing. It's still in use right now, with the white front quarter panel still there.
Yeah. And it had that problem where if you hit the gas too hard, it would shut off mid-drive.
Yeah, that was the fuel filter.
But also if you hit the brakes too hard, it would shut off mid-drive.
Yeah, so we'd have to pull over on side 441, let it sit for a minute, turn it off, turn it back on. Yeah, crazy, dude.
Being the first car at a red light, hit the gas too hard, shuts off, still got to turn it off.
We couldn't figure out what it was either. That was like before like all of our mechanic connections, before like anybody really was like.
Shout out BNI.
Jeez. Yeah, dude, yeah.
The amount of connections we made on BNI.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Between the realtor connections and the maintenance connections and just property managers, like the whole, dude.
Some of our biggest referral partners came out of BNI
for sure, and are still there right now.
Yeah,
I mean it's crazy.
Yeah, it's still a growing tree, but
for sure,
getting started. Yeah, BNI was a big one for us.
So after we got the truck fixed, that's when we really started to like dive into more assisted living facilities, networking at like MC4, LSC4. Visiting other BNI chapters in other areas. Ambassador CEP. Yeah, that was a big one too, because that's what got us Mercedes at On Top of the World. Yeah. And she let me get that first lunch and learn, and those people still refer us out too, dude. Yeah. Like, pretty crazy that that one lunch and learn went that long way. Yeah. And I remember getting, we ended up moving her to that lady that made those cookies, the Florida Moving Pros cookies with the bear on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we ended up moving her, and she was a problem, but
we had a bunch of those cookies in at the office.
I ate them.
I ate so many of them. I ate so many of them. If they were there, I was eating them.
Yeah, and they were good too. She was a good baker. Bad customer, good baker.
Sorry, cookies. Sorry.
All right, so then after we got the truck right, with assisted livings, and once the realtors really started to kick in, man, that's when we really started to get some traction.
We were like, we need some helpers.
Right. So that's when Jared finally came on.
Yep.
And so it was the three of us. We were, I remember saying all the time, like, dude, the three of us, we can knock out anything. Any house, doesn't matter. The three of us could knock it out. And then we had like Chris Van Buren helping us every once in a while. Yep. And a couple other people that we just kind of rotated through.
Yeah. Chris and Jared were our first two.
Yeah, Chris and Jared were our first. Chris is probably still at Publix or something. Yeah, Drew a little bit too. Drew. Yeah. Drew was, he put us on game at the other company though. Like he was really putting us on game, put us on the four-wheeler. Yeah. So, people watching, you don't know what a four-wheeler is. It's the floor dolly that has four wheels on it that has the two rubber ends on each end that you can pretty much dolly any furniture.
Not heavy, just your regular floor dollies. Yeah. It's got 2x4s, grip tape, rubber wheels, real casters on them.
It's legit, dude.
Something that you can use up to 1,000 pounds on.
And they have those same dollies at Lowe's with carpet on them, and they're just not
plastic wheels.
Plastic wheels,
carpet grip tape.
Rookies will use the plastic wheels because you're scratching up people's houses, floors, and they just don't roll smooth, and it just is a problem. Loud. Yeah. And so from that, we went to assisted livings, realtors, and we're still in assisted livings, dude. We're probably in every assisted living from Ocala, even Gainesville. Some of them are using us. The old Harbor Chase up there,
and Okamic.
Okamic too is a big one. Yeah. Jackie was a family referral from my mother-in-law that we moved her. That was another huge move at the beginning, man. That we really gained a lot of trust with her, and she refers us out to a lot of the clients there. And now Danielle Nix is the moving coordinator there. She refers us to all the internal moves, doing like office moves. They're just recently she booked an office admin. They're getting all new desks, but they're moving all of those desks that they currently have to the junk, to the dumpster that's outside, and we're moving all the new desks and putting them together in this like mobile section that they're doing, and they're going to renovate the whole office. So it's going to be a decent move on that one too. And we've moved some people out of state from there, and Okamic's been a good one too. Harbor Chase was like Harbor Chase in the Villages, switching up on the town.
That's
again.
where I went today.
Yeah, Harbor Chase was money at the beginning, dude. With Elena, she referred us to everybody.
Elena was a big player.
Yeah, and now which is Dana Smith at Brookdale. That's our like our new Elena. Our big one for sure. Yeah. And when Tim Smith was at Brookdale, that was our first intro there. Yeah. And he referred us out a little bit, but nowhere near what Dana does, dude, for sure.
Rest in peace to Tim.
Yeah. Everybody watching knows who Tim Smith is. What a great dude. Died in a tragic way. But so Harbor Chase, Brookdale, Freedom Point was a big one too that we're not in very often anymore.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Chrissy Hausman.
Chrissy Hausman, yeah. She was a big one, dude.
Yeah, she was a player.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she was at Paddock Hills. That's when I first met her.
Oh, that's right. She was at Brookdale Paddock Hills behind Brookdale Chambrel.
Yeah. And then she went to Freedom Point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What are some of the crazy problems you remember in those times, in those early days? I remember having like crap dollies and stuff like that too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we didn't get the real Chris Lappy dollies until, shout out Chris Lappy.
Yeah, shout out Chris Lappy.
Big shout out Chris Lappy.
Yeah.
The four-wheelers, he's got the nice four-wheelers.
Yep.
He's got the nice, big, 6-foot-tall stand-up dollies that
convert
fold out
to
into
a cart.
a cart. Yeah.
Yep.
Those can hold
anything.
800 to 1,000 pounds themselves.
Yeah. We've moved safe with them. They don't bend.
Yeah.
I remember using a like one of those green like Home Depot dollies.
Yeah. We had one of those for a minute.
Yeah, we had one of those for a minute, and I remember bending it on a safe.
Yep.
And being like, well, this one's trash.
Yeah. Then we're like, let's see how much the other ones are. A couple hundred?
Yeah.
All right,
Pulled trigger on a couple of those. More four-wheelers.
Yeah.
Upgraded the blankets.
Upgraded the tools.
I remember for a while we were using those U-Haul blankets too. Those gray U-Haul blankets. People, man, when people first started moving company, dude, like looking back on it now, I'm like, dude, how did we operate like that?
I know. Just using the bare minimum. Hoping to get by.
Bare minimum tools, bare minimum supplies. Remember we had the black stretch wrap too?
Oh, yeah. I kind of like the black.
I kind of like the black too. It got hot though.
Just the one we have now is.
Yeah, the quiet one.
Shout out Packaging Alternatives.
Facts.
They got the quiet saran.
For sure.
And the good tape.
Yep, the good tape.
The stick and rip.
Stick and rip. That's another tip, guys. The stick and rip that most customers that try to move themselves, they don't really know. Like they're like pulling the tape and it causes like the whole stretch in the tape, biting it in. And so that stick and rip, man, you fold it together, stick it apart, and it rips perfectly. Put it down on the box, and it works great.
Sean put me on that.
Sean, I forgot about Fluffy, dude.
Yeah.
Him and Drew, man, they put us on some stuff, dude. But man, they were terrible human beings.
Yeah. Some of the best movers are terrible human beings.
Yeah,
that's a sad fact.
Yeah. When we were at the other company, I remember all of us got brought in for that house cleaner's money being stolen.
Oh yeah.
And both of them.
I got called back to the office because I left and was home for an hour, and they were like, "All six of you come back."
Yeah.
There was $6,000 stolen out of a purse.
Because the customer called me and was like, "Hey, money got stolen out of," because I was the lead on the job. Customer called me and was like, "Hey, some money got stolen out of this purse."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I obviously didn't do it. I mean, can't speak
somebody's
for the
bold
recipes.
for that.
Yeah, somebody's bold for that.
Reaching in somebody's purse to steal
and
cash.
It went on for a long time before it ever got brought out. Drew ended up telling you when he was over the phone.
Right,
he felt so guilty. He was like crying over the phone and told you.
He was saying that Sean not held him at gunpoint, but he was like, "Listen, mother."
Yeah.
If you ever tell somebody I did this, you're done. I'm gonna
blame it on you the whole time.
Oh, and he split it with Drew. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He split it with Drew and said, "Don't ever tell anybody."
Or I'm gonna tell him it was you because you got some of the money too.
Yeah.
Crazy times, man. I'm glad we're done with those kind of people.
Yeah.
We got such a good crew at Florida Moving Pros that people we can trust. We don't have to worry about that kind of shit. And it's just such a better environment to be able to work with guys you can really trust.
Knowing our guys would never do something
especially
like that.
With seniors too. Like those seniors they're so vulnerable. And they're in this situation where they gotta move from a home they've been in for 25 plus years into an assisted living facility that their kids are actually making them leave the home.
Yeah.
And remember that one lady? She was like crying crazy hard. It was you and Jared on the job, and the guardian was like, "All right, maybe you guys just need to go outside real quick. I need to comfort her and make it okay." And then you guys had to go back inside, do it again. She cried again. You had to go back outside. And you kept calling me. And you're like, dude, what is going on, Austin?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Those
times are so sensitive for seniors, man. That's why I really like that we dove into this kind of niche of moving is we're really actually helping people.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that I was talking about with Daniel Carlson, how he's starting this mobile mechanic business. You really love to help people. When you're a mobile mechanic, you are really helping somebody, dude. That is,
and it's an untrustworthy business when you find somebody that's honest.
Exactly. And that's what I was always saying about the seniors too, is movers are the most untrusted trade that there is other than roofers and
some
mechanics.
Random people in your house to pack up all your stuff and hope they don't steal anything.
Right. And seniors, they're never looking for the cheapest. They're always looking for quality, maybe not the most expensive, but definitely like quality guys that are putting up quality work. And
that's where word of mouth comes in.
For sure. I mean, we barely have paid for leads. I don't think we've ever had. I remember the, it wasn't Yelp. It was,
Angie's List.
Angie's List, yes, dude.
And
yes,
it was a bunch of BS.
I paid like $800 for like a certain amount of leads or something like that. And it was at the very beginning, so $800 was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really like stretching myself with this $800. And it ended up not going anywhere. I called the leads, messaged the leads, emailed the leads. Nothing came up of it. It was just like
spam calls, back and forth. Yeah,
Indian dudes answering the phone. Hello, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this? Why are like?
I got one of those while you were gone.
Yeah,
I got one that was
just
interested in a junk removal, and I called him back, and it was like, "This is Angie's List. We blah blah blah." 6 minutes, I was on the phone listening to ads.
Wow,
and I
was
like,
me, I'm hanging up.
I know. I was just so gullible. Like, come on, junk removal, let's go.
Yeah,
nobody came on.
Trying to push the junk removal a little bit more. That's been kind of fun, dude. And we have a barely used thrift store that you and I have started. We're partners on that, just same as Florida Moving Pros. And man, the furniture that we get from seniors, dude, it's crazy, man. The amount of money that we've made. Just selling furniture, dude. It's insane because people either want to give it away or they want to do like an estate sale clean out, like mom or dad passed, they live in Michigan, and the realtor's like, look, we need to get this stuff out of the house so we can gut it, put new floors in and list it.
I'll pay you guys to clear the whole house. Don't care what you do with it. Get it gone, throw it away, and do whatever you want.
And we price that super low because we know we're going to sell the furniture.
Yeah.
And we've gotten some good gems out of that, man. That sewing machine, which I still have not sold. Yeah. We're just sitting on $4,500 sewing machine. And but man, it's crazy some of the stuff that people give away. And what's the craziest thing you've ever gotten
off a move?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Before barely used, like even at the old company we used to work at, like what is some of the craziest things you've ever gotten?
On that note, funny story, not that funny at the time. I was gifted a china set, and it was like almost 200 pieces of china, and I had it all individually wrapped up, set it all up, took pictures, looked it up, saw it was worth like a couple grand. And I was like, I'm taking this home, like I'm loaded. And I packaged it all up individually in 2 medium boxes and like halfway packed it, kind of put paper in it. And I didn't tape the bottom good enough. And sliding them off the back of the truck to put them in my car, the bottom fell out of both boxes. And at the old warehouse in Gainesville, both boxes shattered right in front of me, and it was just a huge pile of shattered china.
Damn.
So yeah,
$1,000 just smashed.
Yeah. Literally like $2,000 that I was gonna put on eBay and sell all that china, shattered.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
That was also my entire house is furnished off free furniture.
Oh, for sure, dude.
I would always get a new couch. Yeah.
TVs, couches,
Campus
rugs.
Lodge?
Yeah.
When I lived at Campus Lodge, we had so much mismatched random furniture. Like at one point I had like a yellow and brown checkered chair that I had in my room. I thought that shit was so cool. And now looking back, like half that furniture, I didn't have any help moving out, and I was pushing down the
I remember you throwing it off the balcony and stuff too. Yeah, what, dude, crazy. Yeah. I think one of the craziest things when I was first working at the other company was I just moved down here. I knew rugs. You know my rug story.
Nah, go ahead.
I worked at a rug shop for 5 years, and Shy Rugs, shout out Williamsburg, Virginia, and worked at a rug shop for 5 years and learned a ton about rugs, which is just like a useless knowledge. And we did this storage unit, and they had this like it was like a 9x12 like antique Harries, and I sent it to my buddy Pete, and he was my boss back then, and I ended up talking to him the other day too. And I sent it to him, and he was like, "Dude, that's like a decent money rug." And so I posted it online for like $3,000, and this Indian guy hit me up in Orlando. I was in my 4Runner then, and he was like, "I'll give you $2,000 for it." And I was like, all right, cool. And I got down there, and he ended up giving me $1,400 for it. And I was like, still, like, it was a win, dude. A $1,400 rug that I just like, I paid maybe at the time, probably like $40 in gas to get down to Orlando, dropped the rug off, came home with $1,400 cash. I mean, that was a win, dude. Oh, yeah. Another one was like Speed Queen washers and dryers, dude. I remember I got this one Speed Queen washer and dryer. I sold it for $800, and I was like, oh my God, dude, this is a win. Yeah. And the guy told me, he was like, yeah, I'm about to go sell it for $1,800. And I was like, What?
Whoops. Just like the antique dresses we sold that one dude.
Dude, that shit still pisses me off.
I think you sold it for like 800 or 1,000
I did.
for the whole set.
I did. I had it listed
and then he
for
posted
$500
for 3,500 or something.
Yeah. It was that what is it, like mid-century modern dresser? It was that clean out that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That the realtor asked us to clean the whole place out. We cleaned it out.
With
found
the
some
pink
gems
rugs and shit.
Yeah, that was the sewing machine that I got.
Yeah.
And I knew that furniture was worth money, but I was like, man, we've been sitting on it for like 3 months now. I'll just list it for 500 and see what we can get.
Oh, yeah.
I got like 30 people hit me up in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to take it off. And then this one guy was like, yo, I'll give you 800 and I'll come right now.
Take it down.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm taking it down. Sold. And he got there and he was like telling me about his furniture store. He's got like a furniture store in Sarasota. I forget what it's called.
It's like New Beginnings or something.
Really,
Second Chance.
Second Chance Furniture. So I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he sells like all mid-century modern furniture.
Yeah.
And I looked it up afterwards. I put a picture in Google. Like the picture that I had listed, I put it in Google and it was like a $4,500 dresser by itself. And I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so do your research when you get some furniture because it is like you just don't know what it is sometimes, man. And if it's got like a stamp in the drawer, like a burned like one of those like burned stamps in the drawer, like where it's like that's the logo of it or the maker of it or something like that.
Probably worth something.
Most of the time, it's worth something, dude. And
I remember getting a Craftsman toolbox, the ones that are on wheels and they're like 5 feet tall with all the drawers and they got like small part up top and the big part down bottom.
Yeah, 2-piece.
Yeah, I got it and it was like kind of rusted and old. And I was like, I don't even know, $100. Couple months went by, nothing happened. Posted for 50. This dude hit me up and was like, I'll grab it. Came by, sold it to him. Like a week later, I see it on OfferUp. He took it home, scrubbed it, repainted it black, and posted for 300. And I was like, and he put all of his own little tools in the drawers and stuff. And I was like, all right, dude.
Yeah, and I always try to like convince myself, like, oh, we got it for free, man. It's okay.
Yeah,
we got it for free. It's whatever. We're a wholesale. We're a wholesale.
Yeah.
And it's hard, man, to let that kind of shit slide when you know you had it and you just had to put a little bit of elbow grease to it or a little bit of effort to sell it or just maybe switch up the words a little bit, look up what it is, the name brand, like all kinds of stuff, dude. So it's irritating, but like also at the same time, like I said, like we got it for free.
I got it for free. Just get it out of my hair.
Who cares? We got paid to go get it. We got paid to bring it back, and we got paid when I sold it. Yeah. So it's like, and we got storage units for days full of stuff, dude.
Even working at the old company, anytime I got something that I wanted to save, I would just post it for like half of what I thought it would probably sell for. Yeah, just quick returns.
Quick sales, because they would always get on us. Like Brad would always say, like, if it's here for 10 days, it's mine. I'm selling it.
Yeah.
And he always he saw how much money I was making and was like, all right, well, I get half of everything you sell now. And I'm like,
nah,
come on, G.
Yeah.
I'm selling these things for crazy money. You start to see how much money I'm making. And then Jordan started catching on to it too. It was like, nope, it's all mine now. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I've kind of taken that process myself and been like, nah, everything is mine.
Just had to hide it in the warehouse.
yeah. Man, those are some crazy times, dude. And we still go through that kind of stuff too. Even as owners, like we're still like dealing with those kind of like furniture situations, and it's fun though, dude. I like it. It's like treasure hunting. You know, you're finding stuff in the house. Like I found rings in that house that we cleaned out. That same sewing machine stuff. Found gold rings, gold earrings, cufflinks, like all kinds of crazy stuff, dude.
Nice. Yeah.
So, what are some things that you foresee in the future that we're gonna go through? Some of the growing pains that maybe we've already started to occur, and
growing pains is gonna be our next spot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because now that we have a Wrap 26 and a Wrap 20.
Yeah. And our relationship with Penny, we haven't really talked about that too. So let's focus on Penny first, and then we'll go back to the growing pains.
Shout out Penny Decker Furniture Solutions in Florida.
Yes, she's my lady, man. My second mom, yo. She's the best, man. I don't know where we would be without her, dude.
Yeah.
Remember discount days?
I was just about to say that. we were pushing around that little 20-foot box truck.
Yep. So
came across
after Paddock Ridge. We'll circle back again.
Yeah.
After Paddock Ridge, we got kicked out of Paddock Ridge because the landowner that owned that land in front of Paddock Ridge was like, "No, nobody can park here anymore. We're going to do something with the land," which they still have not done.
Yeah.
And
could have been parking there.
Could have been parking there the whole time. So we moved Zach again, put us on to Troy with discount days, and Not going to shout him out.
We'll just leave it at Troy.
Yeah. And he put us on to him, and we worked out a deal where we got a parking spot, and we would do their deliveries at cost.
Yeah.
And so we had a great parking spot right in town, but it wasn't like showing our truck off like it was at Paddock Ridge. But it was a great location. We could park our cars there. It was safe. The truck was gated at night, so it like really worked out great.
Yeah.
And that's where we met Penny. Penny was the operations manager there. She was in charge of all the salespeople and sending out deliveries and stuff like that.
Cindy, Polly,
whole
team.
The delivery drivers were not the best.
Older, not movers.
Yeah, that's why they wanted us. They were like, we want you guys to focus on the assisted living stuff.
Yeah.
We saw eye to eye on those assisted living things, and that's how they wanted us to do their deliveries in these places, because they were high-end furniture, that high-end customers, they expect people that know what they're doing and stuff like that. And, so we would do their deliveries at cost, and in turn we get that parking space, which is the same deal that we have with Penny now.
Yeah.
And so we started to grow there, and discount days went under, and Penny came up to me and was like, I'm going to start my own thing. What do you think about that?
We're going to jump.
And I was like, I'm jumping ship. The only reason I'm here is because of you anyways. So.
And what's his name?
Yeah. But, I think he's on the up and up now. Hopefully, pray for him. But Penny, so she started her own thing, Florida Furniture Solutions. And she got the warehouse where we're at now, 2620 Southwest 17th. And, man, it's taken off, dude. It's taken off since we got here.
Yeah.
And the deliveries are a little slow right now. But
so they're an Ashley wholesaler. So they order Ashley furniture, and we deliver it and set it up.
Yep.
So we share a warehouse. They get the furniture in, they build it. We load the trucks, take it to the assisted living or an apartment or a house that's furnished, and then we build the beds and unroll the mattresses and all that good stuff.
And even I remember when we first got to that warehouse, we were parking the truck inside.
Oh yeah.
Remember we had to back it up every time. Like we weren't close with the landlord then, so we weren't like, oh, can we park over here? And then once I built the relationship with Florida Paint and the landlord, we were like, all right, we can park outside now.
Yeah.
We just got to stay out of the way of all the parking spots.
Yeah.
And I think everybody loves us there. It's all good vibes. And now the warehouse is completely full, top to bottom. Can't move in.
Can't even
Your face
walk
says
in
it alone.
you can't even walk in the garage door.
Yeah.
Because there's furniture all the way to the back door.
Yeah, it's
thinking about our 20-foot box truck in there. It's
just crazy, dude. It's crazy. And now like Sydney's got her own like repair place back there, and like all her toolboxes set up for all the furniture repairs. And man, the growth in the past 2 years has just been astronomical, man. I love it. I'm so grateful for Penny and all the stuff she does for us. And I know what's great about her is like she feels the same way about us. She doesn't have to worry about the deliveries at all. We'll handle everything. And if anything does get messed up, she knows she can take it out of the check or whatever it may be, and we'll move past it. It's fine. Yeah. It's just money, like I've been saying.
Yeah. It's just money.
It's just money. And then so...
Growing pains.
Growing pains is next, yeah.
That would be that's our next growing
Which
pain.
I think what we're kind of going through right now with the warehouse being as full as it is. We got refrigerators everywhere.
Yeah.
We got mattresses, furniture everywhere. Can barely move in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Our office has got 3-4 tires stacked up. It's crazy right now. So
that's our next growing
I think
pain.
like 4 or 5 months ago, me and Penny had looked at another place. I don't know if I told you about it. I don't think I told you the guys about it though. And it was like this old
somebody was about to get kicked out.
Yeah,
or
somebody was
something.
going to get booted from break their lease or something like that. And we were going to take it over, and it was like I think it was like $2 or $3 grand more than what she's paying now. And I was like, whatever it is, I'll cover it because I want to be in this building. We can get all of our stuff out of storage, put it in here. It's all in one place.
$3 grand in storage right now.
We can start doing yard sales and like all kinds of stuff like that out of the building, and then it would put eyes on new furniture too to get more walk-ins for her. Like it was a very beneficial thing that we were going to do. And that kind of fell through, but we're still in the search for it. I remember finding that place at a cheer competition with Taylor, and sending it to Penny and like not thinking like anything of it. And she jumped on it quick. Started talking to the landlord. Was like, I want this. And I was like, dang, this shit's about to happen, dude. Like we're about to move into a way bigger space. We're about to have so much space for storage. We had the upstairs loft, like all kinds of stuff, man. So
it'd be so nice to pull everything we have out of units and put it in one spot.
It would be the best.
Organize everything.
It would be the best. And
shut up, Paul.
He's a goner. He's a goner. So what do you foresee in the future that we're going to have to go through? Even like, so now we're going through these problems of like space. Like, what's something in the future that we're going to go through in your eyes of like, I have in my head what we're going to go through, but as operations manager and what you've been exposed to in the past year or so, what are some of the things that you think we're going to go through in the future?
As far as problems?
Yeah, problems or setbacks or anything like that.
I mean, eventually we're going to have to start putting out wanted ads.
Yeah.
Because
the guys is what I was thinking.
Yeah, the guys.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to start training new guys in a warehouse that's big enough to do training in.
Yep.
And hiring on people that don't have
training.
Also an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dudes that are willing to work, hungry, open schedule.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find those kind of dudes.
Yeah. When I asked the question, that was what was in my head, was like finding guys. Because the moving industry, if you're a moving company, you know, like
the turnover rate is...
The hardest thing to do is find good, loyal guys. And
even in the 3.5 years we've been there, I mean, we've probably had... I want to say ballpark 60 people.
A number of people, dude.
Yeah.
A number of people that have
came in,
and
stayed either a week or 2 months or even a year and then left. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad we just weaned out all the old ones that were in our roster finally. Yeah. But
David was the most solid fourth we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like remember when we first hired him on?
Yeah.
He came in, he had his own tools.
Yeah.
He was like so stoked to work with us because he heard, I think you had worked with him a couple times.
No, I actually didn't know who he was.
Who put us on him? It was Nick. Nick did it.
Nick kept saying my boy, my boy.
Which is another solid one that we got too early.
Matt was a good solid one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always my boy. Please put him on, give him a chance. And
he's not getting hours over here. Can you get hours with you? I'm like, sure, man. We need some guys.
And Nick was like, you remember
Jared
David?
Like crazy.
You remember David? I'm like, no, I don't remember David. But funny story, the first time I worked with David was me and Jared trying to get the business of Point Grand. Remember on 200?
Yeah.
And they hired us to do a third story to third story. And then back to back the same day, a third story to third story.
I remember that.
Which, if anybody knows, that is the toughest move you can have.
For sure.
Is being on the third floor, bringing all the furniture down, loading the truck, and then getting to a third story and bringing everything back up to the third story twice.
Yeah.
So David got there.
Absolutely brutal.
And the first thing he does is take a tall chest of drawers, wraps it, picks it up by himself, and takes it all the way down to the truck by himself.
Yeah.
3 stories. And then me and Jared looked at each other and we were like, there's 2 more of those. Is that what we're doing? And we were like, he's first day here. That's what we're doing.
He can't show us up.
We both did that. And then we got to the unload and we were like, maybe we shouldn't do that on the way up. And David just grabbed one and went back up 3 flights. And we were like, oh shit. But we knew from that right then. David was solid.
So solid.
This is our guy.
And then
for
so
sure.
it was like David, Nick, and KJ, man.
Yeah.
What a fifth he was too. Shout out Kendrick.
Absolute pit bull.
My guy. And I just booked a move today for Georgia that was referred by him.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah.
He texted me
I don't think
last
I booked it yet, but I'm almost positive they're going to go with us.
It's like Orlando to Georgia.
Yeah, Orlando to Dawsonville, Georgia. Yeah. I think his like uncle worked with him at Siemens or something like that in Orlando. And I was like, he left a message on my phone. It was like, Kendrick. And I was like, I have an employee named
Kendrick Wooden.
That's my guy. And so, yeah, I think one of the biggest... One of the biggest problems we're going to go through is finding dudes. Man.
Yeah.
Finding dudes is always the hardest. And like I said, moving company owners can really, really relate to this. And I think what we've had the most success with is hiring dudes that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like giving them the on-the-job training, especially since we do like assisted living facilities. Like they're so easy, dude. Like, and we can kind of take our time with them, especially those 2-hour minimum jobs. We're like, all right, this is a perfect opportunity. Throw a third on when we don't need them. And put some on-the-job training on. Let's show them how to wrap a dresser, show them how to wrap a TV, stuff like that. And those are the most beneficial. But we definitely need to come up with like a training process, which we have those videos from Mike Palma and Palma Productions.
Bringing you
the power video, my guy. And man, so I think that's probably one of the biggest problems. But I think we already have the solutions to those problems. I think one of the next, other than having the guys, is one of the biggest problems is going to be trucks. I mean, we can keep renting again, but like we're going to be dealing with the same problem as when we were dealing with before we got the 26.
Leasing the Enterprise.
It's $4,000 a month plus gas plus the miles. Like it's insanity, dude. And, you know,
I mean, that new one was only like, what, 35?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah.
35.
You think about that's
9.
10 months of,
right.
I mean, maybe 9 months of
right.
leasing an enterprise.
And I bought this one outright only because I had some money from my dad, but, you know, I leased it through myself or whatever. And so I think the next one I'm going to lease for sure. I think I'm going to get like a brand new, like a newer truck, like a 2020 or 2022 or something like that. Like that's going to have a lot less miles on it with a lot less issues. Not that this one has any issues, but yeah, that one's going to probably be like our out of state truck and keep the big Hino here in town, Florida only, and then have that out of state truck.
Yeah.
I think that would be our second worst problem.
Also, shout out Manny at Enterprise.
My guy, dude. My guy. He's been there from the beginning too, dude. Since we started, like he's been there from the absolute beginning, and just a phone call or a text away. Like, Enterprise is by far the best. I remember all the problems we had with Penske.
Yeah.
Moving company owners. I don't know if any of you were watching, man, but Penske is the worst company to deal with, dude. Like.
Not to slander them, but I definitely lost my.
I cussed out those ladies a couple of times, dude. Because I scheduled it, called them the day before, was like making sure like, yo, I'm gonna be there at 7. I got to be on time for this job. And numerous times I had to go to Orlando to get a truck when we were in Ocala.
Yeah,
that's an hour away from us, dude. I had to go to Orlando, an hour back, so 2 hours out of my way just to get a truck. We had to push back the move, or you guys show up in your personal cars with all the supplies, wrap everything up.
Yeah.
I haven't used Penske. We haven't used Penske in a long time.
Or we reserve a lift gate and they get there and they're like, we just got ramps.
We only got ramps.
All right, dude. What did I reserve shit for? Yeah.
What did I go out of my way to reserve this for, dude? It's insane. So, I think trucks and guys, biggest problem. Any other problems you foresee?
Just space, dude.
Yeah, space.
We need a big warehouse to be able to store. Because you remember at the old company, they would hire people to go get it and then they spider web their stuff in the warehouse, keep it in that corner, charge them $250, $300.
Which we do.
Yeah.
We do it in storage units now. We have large storage units.
For the units, when we should have just one warehouse that we have.
Yeah. And we barely profit on those units too. So it's, and the money that goes towards the profit of those units goes right back into the other units that we have with all of the barely used furniture in. Yeah. And so it's pretty much breaking even on those storage units just to pay for our storage for all of the stuff that we're selling and stuff. So I think those 3 things are solid in my mind too about what some of the problems we're going to deal with. And man, I think we're close to wrapping up some time here, but glad you came on, brother. And glad that you're with me through this whole process, brother. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And love you, brother.
Bare end.
To the bare end. Pun intended. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. Give us a like, give us a follow, and always pay attention because we're going to be coming up with some new stuff. Got some new guests coming on. Got a lot of people in the community that are wanting to get on the podcast. So if you guys want somebody specific or if you want to get on the podcast yourself, just let us know. My number is 352-363-7179. And remember, guys, we make moving bearable.